Hey dear friends of the CG blog, today I'm so excited to teach you how to rig your 3D characters you have created or downloaded. Without a further ado, so let's dive in. For me, I will use my buffalo we have sculpted together in the last tutorial. Okay, I'm open my blender for the general, X and delete. I'll turn on my screencast so you can follow along. Okay, I'm going to import my obj file. For my folder is a buffalo here, and I import. As you can see, this is our buffalo we have sculpted together. I'll put a link on the description so you can download and follow along. Okay, I can press 1 for the front view. You can see it's in another direction, so I can press R, Z, 1, 8 for the rotation. Okay, you can see it's in front view. Then I can press G, Z, I can move along Z. Okay, I can put down a bit. I can press N for close the tabs there. Okay, number 3 for the side view. And I can put a shade smooth to have a smooth mesh. Okay, so let's start to add the rig, the armature. Here we will use the armature in a blender. So we can press Shift A and add an armature. Armature, I'll use a single bone. Okay, I'm gonna press Tab. And to see this bone here, I'm gonna turn the visibility zone by say putting in front. Okay, then I'll press G this one and align in this side. This will be our all controls. It can control all our bones we have created there. So I can hold this bone and press G, and I can put down there. Okay, I'm gonna press Shift A and another bone, and I put this to the pelvic area, and I can press number 7 to see the top view, and I press again to 3, and I hold this G and move this one here, and extrude E for the extrude, and add another bone here, and we'll extrude this for the head, and this I can press G and move this side, and I can extrude here this, and I can add another bone for the jaw, lower jaw. Okay, I can hold the G here and move along the hips there, and this I can subdivide these bones here. I can subdivide, Control Z, sorry, and subdivide this bone too, and I can align now my bones here. G, I can fall along these spines. G, okay, put a G here, and I'm gonna extrude here and add the tails there. Okay, I want to add the bones for the legs. Then I can hold this one for the pelvic area. I'm gonna extrude this one here. I'll come on top view to see how it look, and I press G to move so it can be in your 3D dimension. Okay, I can press 3 again. I can move this along here, and I can extrude this one here, here, and here. for these joints here. I'm gonna rename these bones. It's very important to rename your bones in your rig. It's very necessary. For this bone, I can call this maybe a shoulder leg dot L. This prefix show that it is on the left, and I'm gonna name this one could call this upper leg dot L. No, not L, dot R. This is right orthography. And this we can call this dot R because it is in the right orthography. R. Okay. And this we can call this lower leg dot R. And this we can call up a foot leg dot R dot R. Okay, we are going to add another bones here. I can come for the front view to see in the other direction. I can press G and move along this one here, and number 3 here. I can extrude this to this one here, and this one here, and this one here. Okay, for this one I can call the shoulder arm the R, and this one we can call up arm the R, and for this one we can call lower arm the R, and this one we can call our foot arm the R. Okay, these bones all deforms our mesh. All these bones are deformed our mesh. Okay, when you create this one, you can symmetrize. You don't need to add another bone there. You can symmetrize. Okay, let's put on number 1 here. This one we can move to follow the shape of our legs in our mesh. Okay, you can press Ctrl 1 for the rear view, and just align well for your mesh. Okay, I'm impressed with this mesh. I'll not have to worry. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I will symmetrize this. I will symmetrize this deform bones. Make sure this is not deform bones. This is a controls where we're gonna activate non-deformation for this bone. Okay, what you're gonna do here, I'm gonna selecting my armature and come over here for the armature for this bone. I want to make sure that the direction of these bones all have the same direction. You can turn here to see the direction. You see the Z direction is on this, Z is on this, and this Z is on this. We have to align these bones to have a uniform direction. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I will select this bone and come for the tools item here. Let's change the roll up, and this to have a 0 roll, and this 0 roll, and this 0 roll, sorry, this 0 row, and this one to have a 0 row, and this one to have a 0 row. So you can see the direction all face the same direction, and this one I want to have a 0 row. Okay, and this one 0 row, and this one 0 row, this 0 row, 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 0, 0, 0, 0 row, 0 row, 0 row. Okay, after make sure that we align this to have a nice direction, to have a good direction, I can select this all bones here. Some bones here I can symmetrize, so you can see it's already symmetrized on another side here. And then what we're gonna do now, we're gonna come here for the object mode, and I will bind my bones with our mesh. So I select my mesh and shift, when I hold shift and select this, and I press Ctrl P for parent with automatic weights. Okay, now you can see when I'm going to the pose mode, when I select this bone and I rotate this one, it fall along, so it follow our mesh. Okay, now we can add more controls for this rig. For this rig we need to have more controls there. I want to delete my annotation here. I can select this eraser, you can clean my annotation there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna create the controls for our mesh here. So I want to hold these all controls here, and I press M and I move to this in a rest position. Okay, and for the controls I want to add controls here. I'm gonna select this one and go to edit mode here. I'll extrude this mesh here. Because it is a control, we will not have to deform this mesh. Okay, I'll select this bone and say this is non-deform mesh, and I'll Alt P for the clear parents for the mesh. This is a free bone here, as you can see. What I'm gonna do now, I will take this bone and this one with a hold of shift, and I press shift I Now we're gonna come to this pose mode and I press Shift I to active bone to create an IK leg. So we'll come here and say pole target from our mesh, and the bone we want to target is a pole. Come on, you have never created the pole here. We need to create the direction of this bone so it can fall along. So we come to the edit mode here. We can create the pole direction or pole vector. I can say this one, and this is a direction bone. So we can say deform is not, when deactivated deforms, and Alt P for direction, and Alt P for clear parents. Okay, this one. So I can come here for the pose mode again, and I will select this bone. We have created an IK, and for the bone we want to control the direction. Pole target will say is a pole. This bone, we can call this bone as a pole leg dot R. So when you come to this bone here, an IK bone, you select to say pole leg.r. You see, in this bone I want this IK to control this one bone and this one bone, because we have a 2 chain length, 1 and 1 get 2 chain. So whenever I hold this, I can come here and change from the rest position to the pose position. You can see you see it's move, but you can see we have a wrong direction. So I can select this bone here, which is an IK, and I'll change the direction angle, call angle to 90. You see, now it's good. You can see, you see, it's good. It's good. You can make this IK to control all of these lengths of the bones. So you can change to 3. You can see how it's react then. You see? So okay, I'm impressed with this one. Okay, what I can do here, I'm gonna Alt G for change the direction and editing the direction. Okay, and for the arm there, we'll do as we did in a leg there. I will extrude this one bone, and I call this an IK arm dot R, and this is an undeformed bone. Okay, and I'm gonna extrude this one, and Alt P for clear the parents. Even this we're gonna clear the parents, and this one we say is non-deformed bone. This is for direction bone, pole vector. Okay, we can say this and this. Now press, come to the pose mode. Make sure you name your bone. This you can call a pole arm dot R. Make sure you name all your bones. Okay, I'll press this and this one, and I'll hold Shift I to active to create an IK. So you see this bone turn to yellow. This means that you activated an IK. Sorry. I will select a pole target to be my armature, and for the bone I will select the pole arm dot R. Okay, don't worry about this transformation. and we say chain length to this, we're gonna be active for the 3 bones. You can see now. Let's come to the direction, and for the pole angle, it's controlled by this one. You can see this one. So I can change this pole angle to 90. You can see it's deformed. Maybe change this to negative 90. See? Okay. Put this to 180. Press number 3. So you can see your bone here. The direction. I can press Alt G, and for this bone, let's put 2 chain length. Let's put this to 90 and see how it's reacting. It's good. Let's put this to 3 bones. Okay, let's react with 2 bones here. Okay, one, this and this. Yeah, it's enough for this bone. Okay, you can see when you move, it's good. You see? Okay, this was for the legs. You don't need to have to create another side. You're gonna symmetrize this. I come, select all this, come to the edit mode here, and say armature and symmetrize again. So when you come to the pose mode, okay, say this and this one, Shift I to active bones. You say pole target armature. This is gonna be pole leg dot order. You see number of chains to 2 to 3 to 3. Pole angle 90 is okay. And this one, this and this, Shift I to active bones. Number of chain, go to 2, armature, and pole arm dot order. And for the pole angle, go to 90, it's okay. Control, you can press Control 3 to change to the left orthography. This and this, Shift I to active bones, pole target, say an armature, pole arm dot L. You see, number of chain, go to 2, pole angle direction, call the 90, it's okay. This and this, Shift I to active bone, pole angle armature, pole target armature, say pole leg dot L, chain length, you say 3, pole angle, you can put a 9, it's okay. Okay, now you can see, you can control the legs. You see? You can see this one and this one. You can see. Okay, I'll press Alt G for Alt R to clear all transformation. And then we're gonna add more controls. You can see this control, this and this. Select this bones, these controls, and I press M and I'll move to this. Okay. When you have this one and select this one, you can see you can control the legs. I want to create more controls there. I want to create more controls for the spine, for the forward kinematics. We've created the inverse kinematics for the legs and arms. Now we want to have control of the spine. So let's come here. I want to add a bone from here. This bone here. I select this bone here. Come to the edit mode here and say Shift D. I'm duplicate this one and I press Alt P. I want to clear all transformation. Yeah, it's this bone. I can call this. This is a control bone. I can call this bone. So for the controls, it's supposed to be non-deformed bone. So I'll check the deformation here, and I can call this center of gravity (COG) control. Okay, and this bone will control all this spine, Okay, and Shift D again. Let's select this one, and this I can call this hip control. Hip control can control all these parts here, all parts of the pelvic. It can control the pelvic here, this side only. While the COG, the center of gravity, can control all this spine. Okay. So I want to change this bone group color. Okay. I'll select this bone here. We called hips control, and I want to parent this bone here. I can press H and hide it for a bit. I want to control this one. Okay. Let's move. Okay, number 3 here. Let's move this on the top. I want to take these bones, all these bones here, to be controlled by hips, and this one here. And I select this bone and I'll Control P. I'll keep offset, and this bone may control this part of the pelvic here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I want to put it in this side here. So I'm gonna select this one and I say press Shift S, cursor to the selection. I want to put my cursor here, and I select this bone here and Shift S, selection to the cursor. So my bone is gonna be here, and I select this one. You say Shift S, cursor to the selection, and this one, Shift S, selection to the cursor. So I will select this hip control, and I move this to the this layer. So you're gonna see here, okay, I want to select my this. This is a this is my hip control. I'll move this to this layer, and then I'll press Alt H and unhide it. This is a COG, as you remember, center of gravity control. This one, I can select this one, this bone. This center of gravity is being controlled, is a child of this bone here. This is a control, global control. This is a global control. So what I can do here, I can press this and press on this, and press Control P and keep offset. Okay. And this one, this hip control, I can press this hip control to the center of gravity. Control P and keep offset. So when you come to the pose mode, you can see, press number 3, and this center of gravity, Control COG, I can press M to move this. Okay. I can come here, and when I move this COG, it moves. Where is this? It moves. Okay. I control that. Alt G, Alt R, Alt G, Alt R, transformation, Alt G, Alt R. Okay. Now I can now I can come here and add more controls for this spine. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna Shift D again and move this along, and I can call this spine 1 control. This is non-deformed bone. Okay, you can see this bone, and I'll move this one, Shift D, move along this. Alt P, clear any parents here. You see, this I can call here. I can call this one spine 2 control. Zero. And this one, Shift D, Alt P, I can clear any parents having, and this I can call spine 3 control. Okay, and this one Shift D, move this one, Alt P, we clear the parents, and I can call this spine 4, Control, and this one, Shift D, move this, and Alt P, clear parents. I can call this spine 5, Control, and for this, copy Shift D and Alt P, copy the parents, I call it spine 6, Control. Okay, what we have here, I want this bone, all this bone, to be moved to the controls, the FK controls. Okay, gonna come here. Okay, for this and this one. This is a child of this, so I can keep Control P and keep offset. And this is a child of this one. I can say Control P and keep offset. This is a child of this one. Control P, Control P, keep offset. This is a child of this. Say Control P, keep offset. This is the child of this. Say Control P and keep offset. And this one, this one is the child of center of gravity control. And keep offset this one. Okay, let's arrange this one. All spine FK is the child of the COG, center of gravity control, and even hips is the child of the center of gravity control, and the center of gravity is the child of global control. Okay, we're gonna come here for this one sec, this one and this one, and we align this one. This bone, we will need to align this bone to its original position. So I can press this one, I can press Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I select this bone here, Shift S, selection to the cursor, and this one here, Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I select this one, Shift S, selection to the cursor. So I will select this. This is spine 6 control. I'll press Shift and I select the bone control. Press Shift Control C. We'll come here to the pose moment to add the constraint. Shift Control C and the copy. I want this to the transformation. Okay. We need to select this bone here. This is spine control. Okay. And let's come here to the edit mode. This is spine control. I want to select this spine control. Come to the pose mode here. Okay. We'll come this one and this one. I'll press Ctrl Shift C Make sure this is aligned well. Okay, make sure this is aligned well. I'll come here to the edit mode here. I'll press Shift S, cursor to the selection, Control Z, press here, Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I select this pawn here, Shift S, selection to the cursor, and I select this pawn here, Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I select this pawn here, Shift S, selection to the cursor. Sorry, I will hold this. Come on. Spine control, Shift, and this pawn another, pawn 02, press C, Control, Shift, and C. Come on, we come to the pose mode, Control, Shift, C. We say copy the transforms. Okay. Now you can see here, when I deselect this one, we have this one. Come to the pose mode here. You already constrain this. We already constrained this. You see? We already constrained this. So you see, when you select this one, you can come to this one. This one is non-deform here. This is a non-deform. You can see. Okay. What I'm gonna do here now, I'm gonna select again this one. This, come to this and this. I'll select this one, this pawn. Come to the edit mode here. Select this one, Shift S, select to the cursor, and this one is Shift S, cursor to the selection, and this pawn here, Shift S, selection to the cursor, and I will select come to the pose mode. I will select this one, this spine, and this bone control. I'll press Shift Control C and say copy the transformation, as you can see. Then I come to the edit mode here. I will select this one and Shift S. S is selection to the cursor. And this one to this one, Shift S, cursor to the selection, and this I say Shift S, selection to the cursor, and I come for the pose mode here. I'll select the spine control, and Shift, I selected the bone control. I'll press Control Shift C and cursor transforms here. So I can turn off this one. So you can see how we constrain our mesh. So you can rotate here. and I'll take this one and I'll take this one here into the edit mode here. I'll select this bone here and press Shift S, selection to the cursor. With this one and this one, and I put this Shift S, cursor to the selection. I'll select this bone here, Shift S, selection to the cursor, and then I'll come here for the edit mode. For the pose, I will select my control, Shift select the bone 007, Control Shift C, and copy the transformation here. Okay, you can hide this one, and you can see. Okay, I'll turn on this one. Okay, I'll come to my edit mode here. Come here and select this one. I'll select this bone here. Stay Shift X, selection to the cursor. And this here. Shift S, cursor to the selection, and select this one. Shift S, selection to the cursor. Shift S, cursor to the selection, and this one is Shift S, selection to the cursor. Okay, I'll come to the pose mode here. I'll select my control here, spine 1 control, and I'll select our bone 001, and I press Control Shift C and cover the transformation here. After that, I can enable this one and selection this one, control this one, spine control. Now you can see what we have created. This is on for the spine. There's an undeformed. These are the controls, non-deformed bones. Okay. Alt R, Alt G. Okay. So you can see we have created our controls. Okay. So I'll select this one, this control here. I can press M and move this to this deform mesh. So when I come to this one, okay, as we have created, then you're gonna have, you may create. So we already created our rig. So we created our rigs and their controls. Now we're gonna add the custom shapes. So your rig gonna look good for the animator. So we're gonna create the custom shapes then. Okay, let's start with this one bone, and we'll come to the object mode, and I say Shift A. I will add a cycle here. So make sure that the cycle for the top view, I press 7, and Shift A and add a cycle here. A cycle. And for this cycle, Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z first. I'll come here and Shift S. Center to the gravity, cursor to the world origin. Okay. And then I press 7. Come to the object mode. 7 and Shift A. I'll add a cycle here. Now press 3. And I come here for the pose mode. I'll select this. And for the bone here, we come for this bone here. I select and say custom properties. No. We have created a cycle. We select our bone here and go to this bone and say viewport display custom object. We select this cycle here. You can see, but we want to be this to be have a large, so we can call this one. Can come to this object selection, and then I can edit this one. Can press S. Gonna scale it. Oh, 7. Let's scale it. This is our global control. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, I want to select this one. Sorry, number 3. I want to extrude this. And I'm gonna extrude this one. Extrude this one. And I'm gonna extrude this one. Press number 3, number 7. Now I'm gonna scale this. G. Okay. I want to create this shape as this. Change to this one. Okay, this I can hide it. This is my global control. And I can come here again. I'll select this one. Go to the pose mode. I'm going to select this and other controls here. I can select this. Press 3. and come to the edit mode here, select this one, press Shift S, cursor to the selected here, and I come to the object mode here, and I wanna add I can add an empty. I want an empty cube here. Okay, and I'll select these pawns to the pose mode, and I'll select this pawn. I'll come to this custom shape, I'll select this one. Okay, and I'll come to the object mode here. I'll select this one, and I will size down this one. You can see. So I'll select this one here, and I will hide it. You see. And for the control here, you can add a bone group for a color. Okay. Pressing 3, I can come here, in edit mode, I can select this one, say Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I come here for the object mode, and I'll add Shift A. I want to add a sphere here, and I'll select this one here. I'll come to the pose mode, and I set this pawn, to be acted with this empty. So for this empty, come to the object mode here. I can size down here. With the direction. Likewise, I will do another one in this right leg here. Shift S, cursor to the selection, and I'll come here for the object mode. I will add, and I'll add an empty on it to add this cube here, and I will take this one to the pose mode, and we will select custom shape, this one. Select this one to this empty. Okay, and I'll select this empty to object mode here, this empty, and we'll resize this, resize like this. Okay, I can hide it. Come to the edit mode here, select this one, Shift S, cursor to the selection, come to the object mode, Shift A, and I'll add a sphere here, and I select this one, go to the pose mode, select the pose mode, select this one, come to this one, select this as a pole vector. So we'll come here to the object mode. I'll select this pole and okay, that's fine. We'll do on the other side like that. Okay, draw 3, come here, go to the edit mode. I will select this one, Shift A, go to the object mode, Shift A, I'll add a sphere. No, select this one here, edit mode, Shift S, cursor to the selection, and then we come to the object mode, Shift A, we're gonna add a sphere here, and I'll take this one bone, go to the pose mode, come to this bone, so we select this as be a custom shape. We select this bone as a custom shape, we choose this one. Okay, we come to the object mode here, we select this one, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. We come to this. Shift S, cursor to the selection, press Ctrl 3, and we come here for the object mode, Shift A, we add an empty sphere, we select this one, we come to the pose mode, we select this bone, with the custom shape, we select this one. So when we select this one, come to the object mode, select this one, come here and resize if you like, and then okay, we are coming here, press Ctrl 3, come here, come to our edit mode here, select this one, Shift S, cursor to the selection, we go to the object mode, Ctrl A, and we add a cube, empty cube here, and then we come to this bone, set to the pose mode, select this bone, come to this, and we select this one to this one. So we come to object mode, select this object mode, we come to this empty, we resize our empty, we have our like for the controls. So we can hide this one. We are selecting the back legs again. Come here, go to the edit mode, select this one, Shift S, cancel to the selection, Shift A, Control Z, sorry. We come to the object mode, Shift A, we add our empty sphere, and select this spawn. Come to the pose mode, we select this spawn, so this, and come to the object mode, select this one, and resizing it for your like. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. Then come to this leg, select this one, go to the edit mode, I select this, Shift S, cancel to the selection, come to the object mode, I'm gonna add Shift A, I'll add a cube here, I'll select this bone in a pose mode, select this bone, come to here, custom object, I'll select this one, then come to the object mode here, I'll select this one, I will resize it to my liking, and then unhide this. So when you can, okay, as you see, when you change this to the pose mode, you're gonna hit G, and you can control this. You're gonna control this. You're gonna control this. And when you use this one, you can control the direction. The direction. Okay, let's add a custom shape for this. This is for the COG. I'll come here for the object mode. I'll select this one, come to the edit mode here. I'll add this one. This one. Okay, I will select this for COG. It's a Shift S, cancel to the selection. I'll come here for the object mode. I'll add Shift A. I'll add a plane. And this plane, I want this bone COG. Oh, this COG. This COG, come here, and be controlled by a plane. Number 3. And this plane, I'm gonna come to the object mode here. Go to the edit mode. I'll select this. Press X for the delete. All faces, I can delete this one. And this one. I want this one to rotate. I want this to be okay. This is my COG. I want to take this one. In my edit mode, I'll select this one. Shift S, cursor to the selection. For the hip control here, I'll add Shift A, I'll add a plane again. Come to the edit mode, select this, X, all the faces, and select this one. And then I'll come here, come to the object mode, select this one, come to the pose mode, I'll select this one for this one. This pose mode for this one. And I'll select this object mode here, come to the edit, okay. Okay, come to my object mode here, I'll select this one and I'll hide this one. And I will come again this one. For the pose mode, you can create now your FK, custom shapes. I will add only one custom shapes for the neck. This is where I'm gonna use it. So I'll come here to the edit mode. I'll select this one here. Come to the object mode, edit mode, Shift S, cursor to the selection. Come to the object mode here and say Shift A, and I will add a cycle. Add a cycle here. I'll select this bone here. In the pose mode, I'll select this one and say I'll select this cycle. You see, I come here to the object mode. I'll select this, go to the edit mode, I'll rotate this one. Say R, X, 90 degree. Okay, I'll scale a bit. Okay, I'll use on this one control. So for this cycle, we'll be able to select this one for the pose. We'll be able to control this. You see? We'll be able to control this. For this bone, in order to add a custom shapes, we repeat the process as we did for the neck. Okay, I'll skip the process for making custom shape. Press H for hiding these bones. I will use this on custom shapes for my animation. Okay, I'll start by start to animate it. I'll do a simple animation, and then for the next tutorial we'll do the deep animation. Okay, I'll select this bone here, this control here, to shape here. I'll move this leg here, and this I'll lean a bit here. Okay, and for this leg here, and here, and I'll move this here. Okay, I'll press I for insert location rotation. I will copy this, Ctrl C. I will use the tool, Ctrl V, and for the middle here, I will invert Ctrl Shift V. I'll flip the poses so we can have this one. Okay, for the middle here, I want this bone high up. As you see here. So for the passing pose, as you see, the legs start here. For the passing pose, frame number 8, I'll control 3. I will raise this foot, not this one. This I'll erase here. And for this leg, I will raise it, not this one, this one. I will select all, A, and I set the location rotation, and I will copy this one, Ctrl C. For frame 24, I will invert this one by Ctrl Shift V. Okay, So you can see what we have created. Okay, now you can see. So I might hide this. Okay. Okay, this is just a simple animation for a tutorial. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and turn on notification. Give a like and comment. Ciao.